Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Vera Michael. Welcome to Customer Success Network Lagos Cafe. Today we are discussing how people and AI can work better together instead of working alone, how we can work together and not alone. Today in the house, I have a phenomenal customer success leader, the person of Dr. Solomon Akinlua. Please kindly introduce yourself.
Great to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share. I've been in customer success and customer. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share telecommunications and also health tech. So basically, what I've been doing is customer success for all this time, even when we had not defined it as customer success in Nigeria. So it's basically what I know and would always like to talk about. So it's great to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me, Gloria.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And just by the way of starting where we are, I know you have already said you've been in this space for over 15 years. So, in your own terms, right, what do you think about customer success as a role? Is it a thing that will just pass, or do you think is something is solid?
Yeah, I understand you perfectly. So I think customer success is something that would endure, and that's because there's been a metamorphosis of
Mhm.
how we define it. For example, there was a time when you would describe what we do in customer success currently now as relationship management, even though that evolution did not stop us having roles that are defined as relationship manager. But what are you doing when you manage a relationship, for example? The essence of managing a relationship is to ensure that that relationship in which a product or service is involved, that person, that organization is able to get the outcomes for which they subscribe to your
Absolutely.
product. So always be that aspect where we need to manage, our customers. You can call it account management, you can call it whatever, but the essence of the role or what the role does is to ensure that customers get the desired outcome. So as long as what you're doing is helping customers get the outcomes they desire, then it means that it doesn't matter if you call it customer success, it doesn't matter what you call it. As long as that's what you're doing, then it means that this this particular aspect of an organization will always endure. So I don't
Mm,
see it facing out anytime,
anytime soon.
as long as we're going to be dealing with humans that will buy products and services, then you're going to need to have a way to help them succeed.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for that definition of customer success. You brought it into perspective. So, customer success is about helping customers achieve their outcomes. What do they want to achieve at the end of the day? Why are they coming to your product? Why are they buying that shirt? Why are they buying that subscription? So, if you are able to help them manage that relationship to the end to end experience, then that is customer success. It doesn't have to be, oh, you have to call it customer success. Your organization may be calling it something else, but then if you're managing relationship, helping customers to get value at the end of the day, what you're doing is customer success. Interesting. Thank you on thank you so much. So let's dive into what we have today. We are still talking about AI. From boardrooms to
Yeah.
LinkedIn, every single person is talking about AI. So, in your own opinion, what do you think is AI? Artificial intelligence. What is that?
Okay. So artificial intelligence basically is what you do when you simulate human intelligence in machines. So what you do is you're taking the human ability to process things, you're taking it and putting that ability into machines. And when you put that ability into machines, what it does is it allows those machines to perform actions and tasks that require a level of human cognition. It means that the actions that those machines can now perform are those actions that a human being will perform normally. So you've taken that intelligence from man and you put it into a machine. So that machine is able to learn, is able to reason, is able to solve problems, is able to perceive, and also able to learn languages. So
Mm,
that's basically what AI is. You're taking the human intelligence, you put it into machines so that machines can now do what humans would normally do.
Okay,
Right?
right. So AI is simply, before now, what we know computers to do is garbage in, garbage out. You put one, you're getting that outcome.
Yeah.
All right. So whatever you impute, that's what you're getting. But with AI, that's not what you're getting. Machines or computer system are able to reason and act in a way that intelligently so that the outputs will be better, right? So that is what AI simply means.
Yeah.
And I want to quote
Yeah.
let me quote a definition I got from I think Britannica. So according to Britannica, it says that AI is the ability of a digital computer to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent being. Right. So what humans, we are intelligent beings. What do we used to do? We used to reason, we used to do things. If I give you one, there's a way you're going to like know and just multiply that or make something out of it. You're not bringing out that one, right? So we're not just like that, but with AI now in place, is able to do that. So we are still talking about digital computers. We're talking about computer systems still being able to act intelligently. For us in this climate, that is Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, do you think we should be talking about AI at this stage, looking at where we are?
I
Okay.
think we should be talking about AI 100% because world over. We have businesses in Nigeria that run all world over as well. Africa is not in dark ages. So we have complex systems, we have complex processes that can benefit from AI. Customer success, especially. For example, customer success in Nigeria, based on my own experience, there are so many things that we can leverage AI to improve our processes 100%. Is it for you to, for example, maybe investigate churn analysis? Is it for you to build a health scoring system to know the state of your accounts? Is it for you to run, for example, I use AI to run root cause analysis, for example. AI can also help you to analyze feedback. You can train an AI model to analyze feedback for you and automate the allocation of responsibility for resolving those feedback to different departments automatically. So there's so many things you can do with AI. We have BPOs in Nigeria that support companies around the world, and those BPOs sometimes employ thousands of Nigerians, and they have tickets coming in, thousands of tickets coming in, and AI can also help them to filter, can help them to engage conversation before it's pushed to a human agent. So 100%, we should be doing AI. We should be concerned about AI. In fact, the moment it started getting popular, I started training myself to learn prompt engineering and all that, because that's very key for this sector that we're in currently.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. We are no longer in that age where we just have to wait for the Western world to master or do things before. We are now in the more like a decentralized world. It's now a global village
Yeah,
where we are
absolutely.
interconnected. We are not left out. So I just needed us to I wanted us to bring this out, make this plain so everybody can actually know that this is what it should be. We are no longer in that age or dark age where it has to be, oh, A has done it, then wait for B to do it. No, we are now in an interconnected world where everybody, as it's happening, you're getting results in real time.
Yeah.
And yes, and I totally agree with you. AI, we should definitely adopt it as a people and even customer success in Africa. Absolutely, totally love it. Most people think AI is, if you know this movie Transformer, so they are thinking of seeing something
Yeah.
very large. So people are thinking, oh, AI is huge. And people are confused about AI, what it does, what can be done with AI. So I really want us to break this session down. So can you mention one or two use cases for us? How do we use AI? What have you used it for before now?
Okay, so the AI that is most relevant to customer success people is the LLM, that is a large language model. So a large language model is a type of AI model that is designed to understand, to generate and interact using human language. And that's because a lot of things that we do in customer success is to be able to understand human perspective in terms of how they perceive the outcomes they're getting from a product. So you're talking about something like sentiment analysis. So you have different models out there. You have the GPT, which is the generative pre-trained transformer. So yeah, so these large language models are trained, from data sets that I gather from books, articles, and different stuff. So once they are trained, they are able to take complex information and analyze it. So this is the area that is relevant to customer success. So one of the things that I've done in the past with AI and with LM is to create what I call a health scoring system. Now, when I create health scoring system, what I do is I look at product usage data. I look at business outcome data. I look at relationship data. When I say that, I mean, do these customers, do they want to talk to you? Are they advocates and all that? Do they take your calls? And are there tickets that are unresolved? Maybe there are bugs, there are issues that were reported. And I also look at outcome health. That is, when you are having a discovery call with the customer, you need to pinpoint what exactly is the outcomes that they desire from using the product service. That is the value they want to realize. So if the customer is very clear on the outcome, and then you have designed a success plan that shows how you're going to travel from, this point to that outcome, then you can, on your health score, you can have the a way to measure, that level of achievement of the outcome. So I put that also in the health scoring system. So I also put business health. And business health means that this organization that was sold to, is it possible that they can have a problem and they won't be able to run their business again? And in that case, there's nothing you can do. And so the way that I usually measure that is I look at, are they able to pay a subscription as when due? Are they having any issues? Is there any regulation, any legal regulation, any law that is coming out that might affect them? So I put all of this together and I create it on a sheet. So I input all of this data. I have different data points I input there, and then I have a dashboard. I would have loved to show that, but I don't know if it's going to really show properly here. However, the point I'm making is I load all of this data onto ChatGPT. Okay, and then it looks at all the information and is able to predict and tell me this particular customer has a high likelihood of churning. These customers, they are likely to be advocates, even though on the sheet I already have a pointer to that. But the system is able to look at the combination of these factors and then tell me this is a possibility, right? So that's one way that I've used AI. Number two way I've used AI is that I've used it to do a bit of product market research, because that I'm a researcher as well.
I know.
So what I did was we had a lot of Zendesk data. I'm sure you worked with a lot of CRMs. So I loaded all of that information from the CRMs onto the paid form, the paid version of ChatGPT. So what I told it to do for me was to do a sentiment analysis. So I trained it to know exactly what I'm looking for, and so what it did was it looked at everything that customers were saying, and it told us exactly what we needed. For example, I was working with a fintech then, and was basically giving out loans to individuals, transfers, basic things that fintechs would do. So we from the analysis that GPT did, we saw that there was a trajectory of customers requesting for business loans and also for payroll kind of product. So we started doing research on that, and that produced a product that was both a business banking product and a payroll product. if we had to do that using, just doing all the normal research stuff, we'll have had to pour over like 10,000 tickets. But
Yes.
loading all that information to ChatGPT just gave us, the detail immediately. So that's the second way. And also, when I'm doing churn analysis,
Okay.
I use root cause analysis to, probe into why a customer is churning. So there's a 5 why that we use. So I have a prompt that I developed that if you just take that prompt, you post it into ChatGPT, it's going to guide you on the 5 why. So it's going to keep asking you questions until you get to the real root cause of the problem. So those are amazing ways that you can use ChatGPT. Let me just share one more. I've been interacting with a particular young man who just created a feedback. He has trained an AI model to handle feedback.
Okay.
So you know that I'm sure you work with Slack, you work with different stuff. So what this thing does is phenomenal. Now you have this feedback managing AI. It's connected to your CRM. It can be connected to your Slack, to your emails. So once a customer sends a message, automatically it takes that message, analyzes it, and looks at, okay, this message is meant for engineering department to solve a bug. Is this, is that. Automatically it routes it, and then it creates a dashboard for monitoring to ensure that bug is resolved. It is an entire ecosystem that helps to manage feedback. So, those are amazing ways that we can use AI. Apart from the very obvious ones where you want to write an email and you're looking for a catchy title that's likely to be read, you can just ask the AI, tell me what's the best subject I can put for this email. Maybe you written an email and you feel like you're rambling, you can tell the AI to help you retouch it, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is so fascinating what AI can do. And I like the fact that we are breaking this down into the littlest, like simple stuff, not some jargons here and there. So if you want to use AI, I think I like the fact that you came from the data analytics side, getting inside with AI. So that is really good. And also you mentioned the content creation. For me, what I've really done with AI is, of course, you mentioned part of it. Well, it makes my kickoff meetings very seamless. So now I go in, AI is already taking notes for me. AI, before I know what's going on, AI summarizes everything there. Like I use Otter AI, and before you know it, it gets back to you, and that's it. So that makes my kickoff meetings very seamless. I don't have to just worry about, oh, did I miss anything? So that is it's so efficient for me. So for somebody out there that is still confused on what AI is, on how to even start their journey on AI, so what do you advise them? How can I start my AI journey?
Okay, so for someone who is just starting, I think that most people would normally have to write emails. Most people normally have to create some kind of content or analyze maybe feedback from customers if you're in customer success. So I think that's a good place to start. You can always use AI to fine-tune your content. And if you understand the way that a particular customer approaches issues, you can tell your whatever AI you're using, either ChatGPT or the other models, and say, this is how my customer reasons. How can I respond to this particular email that this customer sent? So you can take the entirety of that email, put it there, and then to give you suggestions on how you can reply. So that's I think most people are already taking advantage of this, because if you use AI a lot to write, you would definitely know when somebody is writing, with AI. You see that level of trimming and perfection. Some particular words, some AI jargons here and there, transitions. You see them. So that's one way that we can use AI. And if you're on a job search as well, you can use AI to fine-tune the process. You can use AI to fine-tune your CV, suggest to you the best way to arrange the information there. And you don't take information from AI hook, line, and sinker. You also have to look at it and see if what you're getting is actually what is going to be relevant to your specific situation. So those are easy ways to begin to use AI. Pretty easy.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, for me, if you want to start your journey on AI, you just need to look around you to understand that have I been using AI? If you're using Grammarly, there's AI version of it already. If you're using Google search, there's AI there already. So how have you from there you can know how you've been leveraging on that already, the responses you're getting and all. So and also you need to understand for a CS department or a CS team, I think there is a need for us to understand or have quality data. It starts from there because AI, whatever you give, whatever information you give to AI or generative AI, that is what is going to run with. It's not going to say, oh, you are supposed to say apple, you now say orange. No, AI is not going to correct you on that. So that is why we need humans in there. So it's very important to have quality data when you want to start your
Absolutely.
AI journey. Yes, it's so important. And also you need to integrate the right tools, right? For me, it's so important that there are so many AI tools that they are churning out every day. So it's very important to, as a CS department, a CS leader, understand the AI tool that is with you in mind. All right. So if you look at Chon Zero, they have very good one, and also the popular one everybody is using. What is it called? ChatGPT. That's also a very good one to start. But then it's going to give you generic stuff. So you need to understand your prompting is so important as well. So understand what prompt engineering is and how to use that effectively. So if anybody wants to start their AI journey, that's where I'll tell them to start. Get your data right. Uh, integrate proper best solution for you. What problem do you want to solve? Which area of your operation do you need AI? Is it for your kickoff meetings and handoffs? Then it's very simple. You need the basic ones like the GPT, Okta AI, and all that. They are very good for you. And it's so important to get training and get educated on AI. And this particular video is for customer success professionals, leaders, teams, and departments. So you have actually listed it, but the bottom line is right now what AI can do. We are still in 2025. So what AI can do is limited to routine tasks. Do you understand? In case you're listening to this,
Yeah.
you cannot. AI can still not take the place of human interaction, not yet. But right now, you can use it for routine tasks, repetitive tasks as well. So what we have been seeing is all about data. Anything you have data for, you can always can use AI to set it up. What AI can still do right now is help you to do the routine tasks while you focus on what matters. What matters to you as a customer success professional, interaction with customers. We are all about building relationship. Let's not forget that at the beginning, Dr. Solomon mentioned that customer success is all about managing relationship and outcomes. So what will your last word be for us? What if any
Yes.
takeaways?
Yeah. So takeaway is if you are in customer success, you should consider very deeply how you can integrate AI with your work, because if you're not using AI, then you will not be as efficient as those who are using AI, no matter how good you are, because
Absolutely.
AI kind of amplifies your efficiency and your ability to really do the work of a CS person. So you should think about it urgently. Thank you.
That's so true. Thank you so much for that. My last word will be AI is not a foe, is your friend. So the earlier you get close to your friend, understand how it works and utilize it, the better for you. Because the race is not against AI right now. The race is against people that actually use AI. I think I wrote about it a while back. So you are racing against not AI. AI is not going to take your job. Who is going to take your job? Those people that understand how AI works. So please get into it, get educated, and leverage on that for your customer or for your journey majorly. Thank you so much again for joining us. It has been quite
Thank
a
you.
learning point, Miss Dr. Solomon. Good to have you here and finally seeing you and speaking with you. Hopefully, we'll see another time again and we can just continue the conversation from there. All right. Thank you again and have a wonderful time. So that's all we have for you today on Customer Success Cafe. Until next time, my name is Gloria Michael. Have an amazing one. Bye bye.